Hey guys, what's up? It's Dartron here for another episode of Digimon Masters Online, and we're just going to jump straight on in and see what Karada's got for us. I know that I don't get this because it says result. You came on time. I finally figured out what the Dark Tower does. It doesn't matter here because Dark Tower is experimental moral, but your Digimon would be unable to evolve in other area. I know how to avoid that, but it's not. I don't. Dark Tower. Is he talking about like the Control Spire things from season 2? Maybe. How about that? Since you told me the information, I didn't tell you crap. What are you talking about? Why didn't you 10 Stingmon? Bormon leader. Submerimon. No, that's not Submerimon. Sorry, Saberdramon. Stingmon. Okay. See if we can find ourselves some Stingmon. I didn't even know they were here. Stingmon. Okay, wait a minute. No, let's do the Bormon leader first, just because they're probably close by. We did them last time, so it'd just be finishing them off, as it were. Okay, why am I all over the place today? I have no clue. I have no idea what this quest is even about, if I'm perfectly honest. It's just kind of... yeah, let's just do it. Anyway, like I said, like last episode about maybe me talking about how I got into Digimon and all that sort of stuff, which realistically isn't that interesting of a story when you think about it. It's just having to come across a TV show. But I do remember exactly what episode it was. Funny enough, it was episode 2 of Digimon Adventure, so obviously season 1. I remember it distinctly because it had monochrome. I think that's the episode. I think that was episode 2. It was the one where Agumon first digivolves into Greymon, and I remember seeing like Monochromon, Shellmon, and all that sort of stuff. I think that's the episode. Because I had like the telephone booths down the beach and stuff. And when I first saw it, I was like, what the hell is this? Why am I fighting normal Bormon? I'm not even paying attention to what I should be doing. Oh, okay. Bormon leaders. But yeah, I was kind of like, what is this show? And this is kind of, I'll fully admit, this is when I'd seen Pokemon at this point. But it never came across to me as, how do I put this? Like the name kind of sounded like a rip-off of Pokemon, but the show itself never came across that way to me, because anyone with half a brain can kind of see that Digimon and Pokemon are nothing alike whatsoever. They just share the idea of small monsters. They start off small anyway, and Mon at the end of the name of the title. That's literally the only things that are similar about them. And it does. I'm not gonna. I've said this a million times I think it was on my Digimobs series, but I haven't really said it here. It annoys the crap out of me when you have people that are kind of like, oh, well, Digimon is just a rip-off of Pokemon. When Pokemon started off as a Game Boy game, you know, on the old-school cartridges and all that sort of stuff, Digimon started its life as basically a Tamagotchi, a V-Pet. You know, it's not even slightly similar. So I don't know how people get the whole, oh, well, one copied the other deal when their origins are so completely different. It baffles the mind. By the way, guys, I actually got the, oh, crap, I'm getting my ass kicked. I gotta heal him up. I actually got the reinforced mercenary Digi-Egg out of the cash store. I always thought that was, like, you had to pay for stuff in that store, so maybe I was wrong, I don't know. But I got that out, and what we're going to be doing, I'm not going to do it this episode. Oh, there are Stingmon. Okay. What we're going to do, we're not going to do it this episode. What we're going to do is, well, what I'm going to do is, off camera, I'm going to gather up all the needed data things, you know, to hatch it and all that, and then we'll do that I'll hatch it on camera. And what I'm going to try and do is get, because it's an Agumon egg, because I did the whole scanning thing, it was an Agumon egg. Level 3, I think, and basically we're gonna hatch it on camera. Hopefully it'll hatch, but a lot of you guys are always kind of, you know, you gotta get like 4 out of 5. Otherwise, it's not worth it, and everyone kind of complains about getting 3 out of 5, even though 3 is like the lowest you can hatch at and stuff. We're going to try and get 4 out of 5, which is probably going to waste an egg. I'm not going to lie. I just get this feeling that it's just going to be a wasted egg, but maybe that's just me being kind of silly. But we're going to give it a try, and if it does work, we'll have an Agumon. So, and a pretty big Agumon, probably about the size that Galgamon is now. What else was I going to say? But that's pretty much it on that subject. Apart from the fact I don't know what kind of Agumon it is. And you may be confused by that, but what I mean by that is I don't know. Okay, we'll go around this way. I don't know whether it's a original Agumon, like from 1999, yeah, like Tai had, or whether it's a Data Squad Agumon, like the one Marcus had. So that remains to be seen, but I presume it would say something if it was the Data Squad version. I'm not sure. Maybe not. Okay, we've got 3 more Bormon to go, and then we can finally get out of here. Okay, I'm gonna have to eat again. Where's the Bormon leaders? Okay, or have I killed them all? No, there's one there. So let's get him. But yeah, so that I kind of drifted off into a completely different conversation there, but that's pretty much how I got into Digimon. It was episode 2. It was just on TV randomly. If you're in the UK and if you're about my age, you remember CITV. I think that's still going. I'm not sure. I don't watch kids' television anymore. Well, not as much as I used to. And that's pretty much the story, and there's not really much else to go into with that. So we're just gonna move on and talk about something else. I don't really want to fight. Oh, wait a minute. Is that my egg there, or can we get? I presume we could pick it up. No, I have no right to obtain that item. Beast data comes in handy because we've got a couple of Elecmon eggs still in the old bank. So one more and then we're done with Bormon. Is there one here? Yeah, there's one there. Let's get him and then we can move on. Come on, Galgamon. You can do it. I know what you're thinking though. I don't use Mirage Galgamon that much. No, Galgamon. Sorry, not Mirage Galgamon. That was a bit of a silly mistake there. But no, I don't use him that much, and that's because I don't think I'm the Tamer level for him, to be honest. Like my DP or whatever drains really quickly. And now we gotta fight Stingmon. But I like Stingmon. He's so cool looking for an insect. I used to be able to do like a really good Stingmon impression when I was younger, but I can't really do it anymore. It's like, Stingmon! It's probably not very good, I don't know. I know, he just had such an interesting story in the series, like, you know, Wormmon and stuff. Just because he was in an abusive relationship. He really was. It was kind of, you felt sorry for the guy. Because he didn't deserve what Ken kept doing to him. Or, well, was it really Ken? Well, I always kind of classed the Digimon Emperor as kind of like a separate personality from Ken, because he was going through a lot of stuff, and I'm sure there's a lot of people that can kind of relate to an extent, even though it's what was that? Careful not to abuse other players. I haven't abused other players. That's vice versa. Okay, but I haven't done any of that, so why are you warning me? Scared. Okay, let's take on some more Stingmon. Stingmon! I always felt sorry for Stingmon because he was the only member of that team that did not have an armor digivolution. Now, I know that he does have a cripple, I believe, like in canon, but they never appeared in the actual show. And again, I kind of feel sorry for him. I feel like he got the really crappy end of the stick on that one. Because he kind of came in late, even though he was in like near about all the episodes or whatever. He came in really late to the good side, and he just basically got screwed over. Although admittedly, he does make up part of Imperial Digimon, which is kind of a badass thing, so can't really scoff your nose too much. But yeah, this episode is gonna be a bit different in the sense that I'm not gonna do much cutting. I'm just gonna kind of talk for 15 minutes because that's what I just want to talk about Digimon. Hey, come on. Okay, he's not playing ball. Get him. No, I like to double click. I don't like clicking one to actually attack. I don't know why. Maybe it's just me being silly. I don't know. Come on, let's get him. Yeah, so Stingmon was really cool. I always wanted to see more of him. Or Wormmon, anyway. So I think, I'll be honest, I'd kind of class Wormmon as my favourite in that actual season. Like, of the new, all the new Digimon and Digidestined and all that. It was so much more again, like Ken and Wormmon's story was so much more interesting than the rest of them. Ooh. Okay, so we got a Wormmon Digi. How? Well, a Kawinky Dink. Event item. I don't know what they are, so I'm not going to bother with them for now. Use that. Just clear up some space. How many more Stingmon do we have to go? 4 more. I'm sorry, Stingmon. I don't like doing this, pal. I really don't. See, look, just look how he like kind of stretches out. Like, why did you do this stuff? Why? I thought we were pals. I really want to like hatch a Wormmon egg now. I don't know. Like, screw Kunamon. I'm sorry, Kunamon, but Wormmon must have Wormmon. Ogamon's obviously first priority. If we can actually get him, that'd be cool. 2 more to go, and then we're gonna do Saberdramon and Devimon. Go on. Boom! And down he goes. Really need to empty out my, ow, crap. Empty out my inventory and just wait on. I actually really need to restock. I mean, I'm really low on food and energy stuff, so. Go on, down you go. Okay, so what the hell is that? Arcane Tricore, scannable item, rare, Tamer limitation. Tricore ring is contained, cannot be traded after right clicking. Character bound ring, rare. Rare class. Mysterious stone may change a ring's power. Can we wear that then? Digital world's mysterious power applied to equipable. Yo, I'm just gonna presume that's a good thing. Wow, my health. Well, Galgamon's health is really low. Let's just eat up and go on and do Saberdramon. Where is Saberdramon anyway? That's NPC, we want monster. Whereabouts? Pretty far from us. We could cut across there, or we could. We're gonna go down here and actually see what kind of Digimon are around. We're gonna take the long way, which is normally. Where are these Stingmon come? Or did I just go a bit further than? I don't even know. Let's just carry on. We're gonna get out of here. Hey, stop trying to get me. Leave me alone. So Renamon. More Boremon. Who's there? Boring. Haha. Oh, okay, that was a terrible joke. I'm sorry, I apologize. Come on, Renamon. Oh, that's a lot of Renamon. A lot of Renamon. Okay, there's a leader, but we don't want a leader. We just want the normal ones. Saberdramon is angry. Well, I'd be angry if I was just a rip-off of Birdramon as well. Okay, so let's get him. Okay. Why is my energy so low? I haven't been using it that much. Yay, 28! Doing good. Okay, and Saberdramon's angry. Oh no, he's angry. What am I gonna do? Okay. I know, I like dark versions of some Digimon and all that, but I kind of feel like there's too many of them nowadays. Like, there's like a black version of near about every Digidestined Digimon. Nearly. I mean, that's the fact that I think Terriermon has like a black version. I know there's like black Gargamon. See, I'm blanking on some names because it's been so long since I watched it. Which, funny enough, speaking of Digimon Tamers, I actually didn't like that when it came out. I saw the first episode and I was kind of like sat there thinking, well, this is like certain another dimension or reality and stuff. Nope, don't like it, don't like it. Carried on watching anyway just because it was Digimon. Ended up being my second favourite season. And when I say second favourite, it's not far from being like in the top spot, which is weird. But again, I had that with a lot of stuff. I stopped watching Digimon when Frontier came out, because Frontier did stuff which was, I can sit here and say it was interesting now, but back then I was completely against it. It's like, no, they can't turn into Digimon. That's not how this show works. Screw this show. And I stopped watching them. I have actually watched every episode of Frontier, and again, as I said, like, it's a good show. But when you're young, you don't like change. And that was a pretty big change. At least it felt like it. Like, when I think about it, actually, that show felt more like Digimon Adventure than Tamer's did by a mile. So, okay, we've done all that. Now we just need Devimon, which I presume if we walk around long enough, we will find Devimon. What a Goblinmon around here as well. Oh yeah, Devimon should just be around this corner here. Biyomon. The name's wrong. I'm telling you, it's Biyomon. How many of them do we have to do? We have to do 5 of those. Okay. So we're just gonna skip him. Hey, Devimon. This was inevitable that we'd fight a Devimon. Just zoom in as much as I can on him. Boom. Well, you just fainted, sir. Actually, what I'm going to do really quickly before we carry on dealing with these guys, I'm going to sort out my inventory and see if we can buy, like, restock a little bit, because we are, in fact, running low. No, we don't want to go that way. We want to go... Oh, we do want to go this way. Okay, this way. Okay, stop clicking all over the place. Over here. This is where we need to be. Hey, Renamon, what's up? Both of you back for now. And again, I can't scan items here. I keep forgetting that. Ugh. That's annoying. Okay. I'm going to buy some stuff here, and then I'm going to go do stuff and re-prepare. But I will be back in a second, guys, because you guys shouldn't have to sit around and watch me do this. Okay, and we're back. Let's go finish off those Devimon, and then we can... I don't know, I think really after we've defeated these Devimon, we're going to call it a day, which is kind of weird because we've only done one quest. Normally we get through a couple of quests. It's never normally just one. I've completely forgot to Digivolve him. Devimon's kind of that iconic villain, though. He was kind of like the first real bad guy that Digimon had. And a lot of people say, oh no, Quagamon was, but he was just kind of there. He was just doing his own thing. He wasn't... I don't think he was doing it for the sake of being bad. I don't even... Did he even have a black gear in it? I forget. It's been so long. But Devimon was like the first major arc villain. Or arch villain. So... he's always going to be kind of iconic for that. So, what's that? Seal card. I don't have an opener though. Take care of 2 more and then we will be done. I really need to sort out my storage thing. I've got so many eggs in there. I really need to just kind of gather up a lot of data and then have a crack at opening them at some point. Be honest, that might make devil egg. Oh, yeah. Oh, it's too bad it's not a hatchable one though. Never mind. I got excited for a second. I wasn't paying attention. Wouldn't that be cool though to have like a Devimon? Who knows? Maybe we'll get one. But maybe one episode should be just me trying to open up all the eggs we have. But that's going to take a while to gather up enough stuff. Enough data. Okay. Because I do know that we've got a Keramon egg in the bank. Maybe we should try opening that up at some point. That'd be kind of cool. I'm getting sick of this rain. Stop raining. Toggle rain off. Dark Tower research results. Perfect. Well done. Existence of another tamer. A tamer who keeps his own word. Alright, I will give you other information as a reward. Accept. Existence of another tamer. As I told you the other day, there was a tamer who saved my life when I was attacked. Yes, there are great tamers in this world. Compared to him, you are nothing. If you meet him, please let me know. That is all complete. Okay, help from unknown tamer. Again, you are too late. I could have been attacked again. Thanks to the tamer who helped me the other day, I was okay. Without his help, all the data you guys have gathered so far could have been stolen again. I heard the name, but I forgot. Not all doctors have a brilliant memory. Looks like he was heading to Wind Valley. Why don't you ask someone else? I'm busy now. Accept. Conversation with injured Leomon. We can do this quickly. Really quickly, I hope. I believe he was this way. That's angry Leomon. So who are we looking for again? Oh, no, he was this way. I think he was this way. Look at injured Leomon, and then hopefully if we can finish off the main quests in this area and then be off to Wind Valley, which is where we should be heading anyway. See, injured Leomon, he's right there. That'd be good for us just to get out of here. And I'm just getting sick of this rain, if I'm perfectly honest. What I need to do off camera is train up Kunamon and do all the side quests. That human, I'll have my revenge. Okay, well, we just spoke to him. What's that? From the unknown tamer. Okay, why can't I do this guy then? You know what? I don't know. We're gonna call it a day. I will catch you all next time. I hope you enjoy. Oh, wait, injured Leomon A. Injured Leomon A. Okay, what does that mean? There was another one around here? Injured Leomon. Ah, okay, so I was being completely stupid. We will quickly finish this off. As I said, I was just. You see one injured Leomon, you think, you know, you kind of think, oh, that's the guy, but I was wrong. So we're just going to quickly run around here, and then we're going to do this, and then we're going to go back to doing what we should be doing and stuff. That's the injured Leomon B. Are these guys all get their like their ass is handed to them by a single tamer? Was it me? No, it wasn't me. I remember. Although I have sadly beaten the crap out of a couple of Leomon, as you guys know. Which to my... I don't like that. I don't like hurting Leomon. Leomon's a cool guy, but we've said that before anyway. Okay. Help from unknown tamer. Oh no. Get medicine for Leo. Okay, this is going to be a quest thing. I will catch you guys next time. We're going to call it a day here. I hope you enjoyed the episode of just me kind of rambling on and all that sort of stuff. But, yeah. So, why is it gets more awkward every single time we're trying to end one of these episodes. Oh, well. But anyway, guys, you stay safe. I'll catch you next time. Goodbye.